Video, check. Overlays, check. Mic, audio, check. Okay. Hello again. So, once again, I'm just collaborating with Fallout for Hope to raise money for St. Children's Research Hospital. So, yeah. And welcome to another Scrap Mechanics stream. I did see you in the chat, David. Hello again. So, uh, today's the stream where I can finally get a spud gun. I was playing in creative mode of Scrap Mechanic earlier, to do an attempt at building like a helicopter or something. I realized that it's a lot harder to uh to build a helicopter, at least for me, since I'm doing it in the very basic way. Oh, and I don't think you were here, but I finally completed. I think, yeah, I think you were here when I completed my new cargo vehicle. So yeah, brand new, and then just have a way to push crops into built-in. That just opens up the gates. This pushes out that. I press this to push the crops out. If you have a stabilizer, then it's easy. And this to close the doors. Yeah, it probably would be easy if I had a stabilizer to build a helicopter with. Alright, before I go and find a farmer, I need to tear down this now old cargo vehicle, since I no longer need it anymore. Just add these here. Don't know. Are they like sticky or something? Welcome, Fyro. Take your time. Welcome into the stream. Wait, I'm gonna reset my keyboard. Alright then. Could it be like they're sticky or something? Or that it's just not pressing certain letters properly? I have I have uploaded a hell. It added letters. uploaded a how to workshop. Yeah, you might want to sort your keyboard and then test it out, see if it works. Yeah, so all this stone is gonna be put to good use in the future. Just for now, I'm just gonna put them back into the mining chest. Since I could turn these into like stone bricks or make concrete with them, but I haven't decided what to do with them yet. It's pretty basic, but it works good. Okay. Did you mean hell or Heil when you spelled that? Or it said I have uploaded a Heil to workshop. I need to drink some water. Oh, helicopter. Oh, heli. Okay. Okay, I see now. Heli. How good does that work? Goodbye, old cargo vehicle, and hello to the new metal one. Literally. Literally. Right now, 149. I have reached day 300 in my personal game, or I've already passed the day 300. So I guess I'm already on my way to like a full year of the other world. Yep. Almost a full year on that world. Oh, whoops. Would help if I disabled the window button for Windows so I don't accidentally press it and the settings come up. That's like 60 hours. If I like played the game uh for so many hours, but for the most part, whenever I play on my personal world, I dedicate like about what 7-8 hours per day, or 7-8 hours per day on it if I'm playing on my personal game. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to clear my throat a bit. Okay. Alright then. Alright, time to find a farmer to rescue. Yeah, so take a look at how I built it. Basically, I've made it to where I'm pretty much safe from in the middle, while the two sides are just exposed to the bots, but I can just easily run them over. Or run them over, I mean. So, pretty much, I'm no longer at risk of... or I'm no longer vulnerable to bots anymore. With the way how I've made this encasing to defend myself. And especially the driver's seat. That's the important thing, is that the driver's seat doesn't get damaged. And then I've also added a grill on top, just in case if a farm bot gets on top, then it wouldn't attack me that easily. Alright, let's see. Because a common place for farmers to be rescued is in the Ember Forest, pretty much. So that's pretty much a good place to look for some farmers to rescue. Oh yeah, I'm aware. I know that there's two versions of the Ember Forest, which is this one and then the one where a bunch of farm bots would spawn. What am I driving through? Okay, just be yeah, big isn't always good. Okay, I think I see a pit. So, potential farmer to rescue, question mark. No. I think this is like the smallest Ember Forest I've ever seen. Probably like the smallest that I've ever seen in both of my worlds combined. Okay, here we go. I found two yesterday, remember? Yeah. I remember. Luckily I can take my time with this. There isn't any bots nearby. It's like playing a goofy version of tennis with these guys. Okay. And we got one. Alright, off to the trader and finally buy a spud gun. Or like pool. Yeah, I see it. And you see, this is the reason why I wanted to build this vehicle, just so I can carry the farm bots and just let them roll around all they want. And not have to worry about them coming out. Oh yeah, way easier. Since all I had to do is just hit it in there, and once it's in there, just close it up and then head off. Just like that. If I don't want the vehicle to be bouncy, yes, it's worth it. Because I imagine something like this, if I hit a bump, then it'll bounce. That's pretty much the reason why suspensions are in the game. If you don't want your vehicle constantly bouncing around when you hit certain bumps. And now I've entered a new era in defending myself. And all I need now is potatoes. So guess what I'll be growing tonight? Finally, long distance fighting. The day of melee attacks are over, pretty much. Well, sometimes melee when I feel like it, but pretty much my melee days are pretty much over. So I guess, well, the next thing to do is to grow a lot of potatoes, but I guess my next big goal, prepare for the warehouse run. Which for that, I definitely do need to create a tank. A small one, of course. You can hack crabs into scrap. What do you mean by that? Like you can craft component kits and stuff like that. I wonder how you. I wonder how you could do that. only 23 potatoes remaining. The warehouse, it's until I have a tank and I've secured the elevator, it's gonna be a while. Because I obviously need to make metal 3 for the tank. And and I'm not gonna make it tank steering, I'm just gonna have it like a regular vehicle, but have 6 wheels on it. The way how I want to approach the warehouse and take care of the bots, just go in there with the tank and just start blasting the tape bots and the farm bot too. In which I plan to bring a bunch of food with me and obviously potatoes. So I have a bunch of ammunition. But of course I need to leave like, I guess like 75% of it in my vehicle, just so that I don't take all of them. Made of wood 12 wheel, 8 big, 4 small, and metal block 1. Welcome in, Pyro. I mean, Fyro. Guess what I got? A shiny new spud gun, at last. And I've already started using a big stack of potatoes, or a full stack, and I'm at 23 now. And so I'm just growing some more potatoes here, as you can see. Is that Hungarian or Danish for penguin? Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I didn't notice. Because we spelled the same way here. I did not know that. I did not know that. Well, now I do. I know. need to work on an upgrade for that water and vehicle thing. Hasn't changed for what feels like years. I do plan to change this, don't worry. And also I need to make a platform just to park it so that it doesn't fall into the water every time. You know what, honestly, I probably should work on the platform first, and then I can upgrade the vehicle. Just so that I can just park it and not have to worry about it falling into the water, or slip into the water every time. I want to do a collab again soon, but I'm super busy right now. What do you say we talk about it later? Sure. If you want, maybe after stream, we'll chat in the Discord. Oh, basically, David, I was talking to Fyro about another collab in Scrap Mechanic, but of course, he's been busy with a lot of stuff, so hasn't had the time to, you know, create a collab. So, see what happens. Damn, really have a lot of mucus on me. I did a collab with Fyro a few weeks ago, so had fun. Are you on, Fyro is, well, he's called David too. Is he on your Discord? Little penguin emotes. No. Oh, okay. I swear penguins are top 5 animal, are top 5 in animal cuteness. Alright then. Yeah, if anything, once me and Fyra agree on a date for the collab, I'll probably make like an announcement on my Discord. Since, I am a bit more active there now. And I'm also working towards, making it public soon. I already got a bot on there, just making sure that I have certain settings set up properly, especially for any potential for people that I know who want to become moderators on my server. So it's all going well. think I'm almost ready. Just gotta see the different commands that the bot on that I have on my Discord does. In which I also need to work on a commands channel. I have to go to sleep and wake up super early. Alright then, David. Have a good night. Alright, for right now, I'm gonna work on the platform. And just probably convert all that stone into either concrete or stone bricks. Let me see. Yeah, let me try chemicals since I got so much of it. I got so much chemicals. Still a lot of on the keyboard noises. Let me try something. So I moved my mic a bit closer to my monitor. Are you still able to hear me? Yeah, this is quite a bit better actually. It is? Well, in that case, I'll just leave it close to my monitor for the rest of the stream. Because I'm used to just having it in front of my keyboard. As long as it doesn't bother you or obstructs your screen. I could always raise my screen. I can always raise my screen, so that's not a problem. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we're good then. Yeah. Yep. Just making... I figured since I have so much chemicals, I might as well make concrete. Yeah, the way how I have this when I right click and then focus on the target just reminds me of like Red Dead Redemption 2, with the way how Arthur focuses on an enemy and shoots them. Concrete is quite easy to make, and since it's almost the only thing that uses chemicals, it's quite decent. Yeah, no kidding. You ever plan to move your stuff to the island, or you're gonna keep it on the shore? Hmm. Well, here's the thing. The way how I have this set up, uh, the whole scrapyard concept, I just basically come here and deposit my raw resources and put my stuff in there. For my uh home base on the island, I mainly just have that for crops and food, which I can understand that it's pretty tedious to go back and forth, but I just like to have it that way. I was originally thinking of building a bridge to it, but it'd probably just be way too many resources, so I'd rather just swim to there, and once I make a boat, just take the boat there. Well, if you have it like that, you should have a boat, right? I do have a dock, so I'm thinking of just building another dock here and then a boat at some point. Yeah, that's the reason why I upgraded my home to have like a dock there. I need to build one here, obviously, just so I can just get on it easily. But I do plan on making a boat at some point. I just need to get a thruster. And hopefully it works. Oh, by the way, Fyra, how are you liking the VIP status that I gave you weeks ago? Just... Oh, I still have a lot down here. Alright, I'll just use whatever chemicals I have in my inventory now to make the concrete. Yeah, so, recently I've just been watching a lot of videos of Scrapman's survival uh, playlist, and yeah, so apparently back when they released, uh, nice, back when they released survival for the game in 2020, it just underwent a lot of changes, especially in the way how you collect resources and how much resources you gain slash craft. And then also, like, make it less tedious to collect said resources, so... I guess... I guess I got lucky with, joining the game with all the stuff already patched and improved. Well, I say improved in terms of what I've said relating to the previous updates. Out of... Oh, okay. It was almost time for the raid. In game. Only got like 3 minutes left. Goddamn. Alright. Let's have it right here. The game had a bunch of problems when it came out. Still does, but not that bad. It probably had like an overly tedious grinding situation when it came out, at least according to Scrapman's survival videos. Like, grinding was just very tedious. And then eventually they updated the game a couple of times so that... Oh yeah, and also just a lot of lag, in which they had to optimize it a bunch of times just so that it doesn't occur as much. So I guess when Survival came out, they just had a lot of patch notes to apply, and they still are applying patch notes anyway to make sure that the game is optimal to play. Yeah, so I imagine players playing on Survival making the biggest creations you could think of. They definitely need to add a lot more optimization for just the biggest creations you can think of, but in Survival. Just avoid just massive lag spikes. A lot of overkill this time. Just mostly over here. Oh, and an interesting thing about crops, I have until 4 o'clock in the game to collect them. Otherwise, if there's still crops after that, it'll just register another raid. So that's something I definitely learned from Scrapman's video. I haven't really paid much attention to the time, just mostly if the unauthorized farming message comes up. Very, very helpful stuff. Oh no, I didn't take care of that one, apparently. Is there any more? Yeah, 4 AM gives a bit of space to do it. Bots will also leave at 4 AM, I think. Before the logbook, there is always a clock on the top of the screen. Yep. If they're not dead. Yeah. Yeah, just back in like the early days of Survival, the clock was on the top left. And of course, once the logbook came, you're just able to see the time on there. Yeah, so with that new information, that just clearly makes that watering vehicle very inefficient. It makes that watering vehicle very inefficient with that new knowledge that I've gained from picking up my crops before 4 o'clock. And of course, even if you collect your crops after the time, you'll still get a raid anyways. Another thing that I've also learned. Yeah, it's only 1 row, maybe 5 rows at once would be smart. Probably 6 since I got like a 6x6 crop plot. Or I could just do like 3 at a time. Either 3 or 6, because I want to save up on resources for making water cannons. So, the way how oh, see, there it is. Now I have to deal with another raid. The way how I organize my ammunition, I always have it like 3x3, square, reserved just for bullets. Everything else just for, whatever I pick up. So just donate this and keep the rest on me. Okay, used up all my concrete and you make more. Yeah, so whenever it comes to building stuff that's big, you always gotta be very efficient with it. Otherwise it'll just keep you behind, and you definitely need to do a rework of it every time. Well, I think you were here when I have a new cargo vehicle, yes, which I have the I have the storage the packaging chest integrated with it, and also have doors that close with a button to keep it protected. Varying materials when building helps. Yeah, so just I guess yeah, it just depends what I'm building. I have to utilize certain resources for, and yeah, I've just made a brand new vehicle. Big blocks of the same materials makes the game calculate them as one creation, whereas the varied materials doesn't. Yeah, so just like separate creations, it may just cause. Yeah, so better off just like having one block instead of having multiple ones, otherwise your game will just start lagging. But yeah, pretty much my brand new cargo vehicle. It's just this giant, rectangular piece of metal, in which the middle is where my driving seat is. Especially creations that link world tiles together. Yeah, so I got this driver's seat in the middle, then the grill on top, and some uh, armored glass doors keep me protected, which I have both sides for cargo purposes and to haul a lot of stuff. I like it. Yeah, so I guess it really counts if you're doing boats. So then let's say I build a creation that's like, let's say for example, scrap wood, and then also using stone. It'll just make more calculations for the game to make sure that it's one creation. If everything is the same material, it just doesn't work. Last night when I was playing my personal game, when I went to check on my glow bugs, they've all despawned, so I had to go and get some new ones. In which I've learned my lesson that before I get out of the game, I had to pick them up and then put them back down, and then also make sure I collect all the crops and not leave them unattended before I exit my session. So it's definitely a good reminder for me to just make sure I don't leave anything what's the word? Unattended. There we go. Because then, you know, bad stuff happens. Alright. Yeah, but I think they'll remove the despawning in Chapter 2. I hope so, since they are introducing baby cows, which I imagine you could just like breed cows and then all of a sudden they create a baby. So if that's the case, then despawning hopefully won't be an issue anymore for the new chapter. I imagine they still have to do a bunch of tests to make sure nothing despawns. Like with any update, they need to make sure everything's good to go. And if any bugs occur, then patch notes. Not sure about glow bugs though. Yeah, glow bugs are a big if. Because you can hold them and then put them back down and it resets the despawn time back to 0. So I wonder what they're gonna do with glow bugs for the new chapter. Not too shabby. Still gotta extend it a bit more. And for decoration purposes, put like a pillar underneath. Yeah, car is tiny, so it's quite cheap of a build. Yeah, I just gotta remember to pick up pick them up again before I end my session today. And also, it's just, I'm better off just making this bigger and then laying the cardboard on the stone rather than doing this. Just so that I have to be constantly putting like a tower every time. And so just have like a flat bed of cardboard. Hmm. Yeah, so, I mainly have a bridge for my personal game since the island's not that far from the mainland. In this one, it's a bit farther, so I'm better off just making like some kind of boat to get from here to the island. For now, I'm just gonna rely on swimming, since I want to get a thruster, just so I can head to the island. Of course, I need to learn how to, well, I need to figure out how to get a good shape for a boat. Wait, why is it? Oh, right. Would be even cooler if there were like 20 bugs and the rock just gets munched instantly. Yeah, just like the moment it drops, just gets eaten very fast. I need to set up the next one. Or imagine like I set up the next one, the other one's already gone, and then they're just ready to eat the next one. I planted potatoes, so I'm guessing tier 1. A tier 1 rate of sorts. That was a pretty small raid, pretty much. Alright, what to do now? Either turn my craft bot into a mini factory, just so I can just mass produce stuff without me having to input it every single time. Continue working on my house. Plant some more crops. Or upgrade that so I can just put it onto the sawmills. Automation. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Which, of course, I need to definitely go get some more component kits. And, and then put the split gun into action. I guess you really took a liking to Brawl Stars recently. Been playing the game since 2017. Hmm. Nice. Big rectangular industrial. I guess this is what this vehicle is a product of. To make the chests for the mini factory that I'm currently building right now. When I attach those joints onto the craft bot from a few minutes ago. Yeah, so just pretty much make a mini factory. I could just like dump all the parts needed to craft stuff, and then the end result I just collect, and then make more parts, and then make more parts with it. I could also do it to where I have a loop, in which I don't have to manually move stuff and then craft. I could do that at one point in the game. But for now, that's just what I'm going with. And then I also need to collect some more clam glue to make glue. Or to collect clams to make glue. I don't often roadkill, but when I do, it's always with the bots. I see what you did with the doors. We're planning on making them automatic. I assume you mean like put like a sensor and it automatically opens up and then closes once I get in. That I'm not sure. So like it close. Oh. No, I haven't thought about that. I'm thinking of just keeping it as a switch that I can turn on and off whenever I'm driving. Well, that was convenient. I imagine like it could be like automatic like have the bearings connected to the seat and then it on no have the seat connected to the controller and then to the bearing that closes the doors, and I imagine once I sit down they automatically close. What am I doing? Less button pressing and less forgetting. Or less forgetting. I may do that in the future. I don't know. For now, I just like the way how I can just press the button and then close the doors. At least it's more like a safety measure to keep me safe. Okay, anything up here? Oh, that would be rude. Oh, I don't know if this is a personal question. You don't have to answer it if you want. How's your friend doing right now? Is he alright? I will take that and head off to the next abandoned factory. A lot, a lot better. He's still recovering from mental scars, but promised me to never do anything like that ever again. Well, that's good. At least he's getting the help that he needs. Yeah, so I always ask like if it's personal, you don't have to answer. I usually say that when it comes to like sensitive topics, because I understand if if people aren't comfortable talking about it. It is what it is. We're dealing with it. Okay, how close is it? How close is it from where I am? I'm never shy to talk about personal stuff. I think it's important that you do. Okay. Yeah, it is very important just so that I at least understand what's going on, understand the situation and stuff. Let's see. So, um, has your friend had like mental issues? Have they experienced like mental issues in the past, or because I imagine they had. I've never rejected a question unless it's about someone else I know. They have told me not to share. Okay. Yeah, that I do definitely understand if they don't want to. If you don't want to talk about someone's story, then I respect uh the confidentiality. Also, I'm trying to see uh where I can get close to this factory without going deep into this forest. Just rest on this tree for now. Like, for example, yeah, yeah, stuff like that. Definitely keep it to yourself. or just like anything that has to do with your IRL life, better off not talking about it on stream. Unless you could just like be vague about it, just without, you know, mentioning names and stuff. Alright, is there a farm bot here? Yeah, he's been doing that stuff for a while. He's an immigrant and he's always been insecure about his speaking ability and social persona. Okay, something. Okay, hold on. Farm bots in the area. Don't think so. Okay, the animation's a bit weird. Another glitch, I guess. I mentioned they're probably also dealing with like some sort of anxiety as well. Since I hear about anxiety a lot with people these days, so I imagine your friend might also have some anxiety that they're dealing with. On top of like, you know, having those type of thoughts. Okay, yeah, the animation is weird. The animation is weird in this place. Ooh, garment box. Yeah, okay, I guess when you're... Okay, I guess it's only just for me until they patch it up, but the animation's kind of weird when you artifact an abandoned building in an ember forest. Never dealt with anxiety, so I can't really, but I can... Yeah. You tend to see that a lot with people both IRL and on the internet. I guess it just has to do with like their previous trauma that they haven't overcome in their current life right now. So I guess that would explain why they all of a sudden have anxiety to deal with. Because usually that's how anxieties occur, when you have like some sort of trauma from early in your life that you haven't recovered from still to this day. I'm guessing it's like something similar to PTSD, in which people still haven't recovered from the past and still carry these thoughts with them even into like old age or something. And still haven't forgotten about the past. I guess in a way, with anxiety, it's pretty much the same as like PTSD. Well, actually, they're both the same, really, because they're just some things that you really can't get out of your head, even if you tried. I've never had anxiety myself either. but I could imagine like people that do have it just are just what's the word? I would say skeptical, but I think there's a different word for it. That's been rated. That, and then also, I think it's the same. Just reminding people that there are certain people that are currently living with X conditions and have to deal with it via Y conditions. It's just pretty much a reminder that there are people that exist with conditions that they haven't fully recovered from, even to this day. And most of these things, they just originate from either trauma or just a type of medical condition that has yet to be cured or eradicated. Any... Okay, I have 15. So, back to the game. Back to discussions about scrap mechanic. So, apparently, if you want your drills... No. I take... let's start with the saw blades. If, to use a controller on them, you definitely need to upgrade them to level 5 max so that they actually cut stuff. I tried this in my personal game with the level 4 controller and it doesn't do anything. So only until I upgraded it to level 5 that it actually cut something. Yeah, it's mainly because of the speed. Just level 4 wasn't enough speed. Or level 4 didn't have enough speed to cut the logs. So I guess if I want stuff to be controller powered, then definitely upgrade the controller to level 5, maximum. Expensive, but it'll be worth it in the end. I got a lot of paint. Alright. Fyro, after this, if you got time, could you do me a favor on my Discord? I want to test out the bot that I've set up there. I was wondering if you want to give it a try after I finish streaming. I've already tested it myself, but I was just wondering if you want to give it a try afterwards. Alright then. Yeah, so as of now, with where the game currently is, in its current state, everything else seems to be automatable except for clam glue. They've yet to come up with a way to automate clam glue in terms of like collecting it. I imagine like since they've announced that they're gonna make like some sort of deep mining system. Yeah, clam and pigment flowers. I imagine, like, you know, since they made the announcement where there's gonna be like a deep mining system, there may be a chance of like deep dive mining being added to the game. I don't know, it may be a stretch, but it's a possibility that they may add that in Chapter 2. Maybe or like an aquarium. Somewhere to put the glow bugs into. And maybe like register it as a glow bug that isn't gonna be despawned or something like that. You can grow them with some other resource. Or maybe, yeah, there's just a lot of ideas for the game to have like the potential of like automating everything. Just clam glue, and of course you mentioned pigment flowers are the only things you have to do manually. At least in the current version of the game right now. Too many ideas, not enough work power. Especially considering the amount of developers working on the game right now. There is the potential of just implementing a lot of ideas. Well, for now, I'll just have to stick with their development at its current speed. Now, if only they can get like more developers onto the team, then I guess we may potentially get the update a bit sooner. At least that's if they get more developers onto their team. And then, of course, for a game like this, since everything's 3D and stuff, and then the way how the characters are designed and how objects look like, they definitely had to go through so many tests just to make sure there's no glitches or potential game crashes or anything. Just making sure everything works before they release a patch note. Well, of course, it's pretty much the same for any game, to be honest. So, what would you say, Fyro, would be like the best concept for a factory? Just like, 2, 3 craft bots and then connect a series of chests to them? Just so that they're, circulating back and forth the resources? Or is 2, craft bots just enough? Or like, what would be your ideal factory? Yeah, like a single full circuit, 2 would be fine. Yeah, at least that way you're able to craft many things at a time. Actually, more than 8 things at a time, since you got that like repeat circle. So that if you're using 2 craft bots at level 5 max, you're able to craft up to 16 things max at a time. Well, I guess it just depends, like, on how many things you want to craft at once. Or how many different types of things do you want to craft at once. it would just allow you to auto-craft 2 resources while also being able to build other non-auto things. Yeah, that is true. I guess, like, have 3 craft bots if you plan to have 2 of them auto-create stuff, and then have one for you to just go in and manually craft something. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I imagine one creates the basic resources needed to craft the more advanced resources, like for example, if you want to make a bunch of water cannons, you need to create a base resource first, like metal 2 and such. And so I imagine like one can be focused on making the basic resource and the other one can make advanced resources. Just so that you don't have to do all of them on one if you want instant results. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll wrap up the stream by just making my craft bot into a mini factory. What else? Metal. Yep. Yeah, I think the next time I play Scrap Mechanic, I'm just gonna start upgrading my watering vehicle. Either that or just go looting for a lot of resources. And I guess craft the dress spot, maybe, so I can just unbox these and do it live on stream. Oh, right, I have to load them in here now. Yeah, just dump all this stuff into here to to use for crafting in the future. Color again. This. Yeah, that was color. Well, welcome in, Pepe. And Buzz, welcome. Yeah, so kind of late to the party since I'm already about to wrap up myself. But I am gonna rate someone in a bit. How's it going, Pepe? Yeah, so you rated just in time for me to rate someone else. So I guess I'm just passing on the raid to another streamer. Yeah, but for everyone else, welcome. I got my little Lego block logo here with the little chibi head of Leniri. Oh, did it? So I guess this will be a triple raid then. Alright, let me see who's live right now. Alright, for sure, Pepe. Alright, let's see who's live right now. Found someone called Elamir, and they're currently playing World of Warcraft right now. So, giving them a raid. Tomorrow's stream I'll be playing some, League of Maidens. I'll be playing League of Maidens tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, come on by and say hi. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. and goodbye.